Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
WNBA cannot get out of its own freaking way to break through and become a league that a lot of casuals tune into so they can actually elevate to that next level in terms of the income and the money and the revenue sharing they keep saying they want, but do everything in their power to prevent. What am I talking about now? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all of your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out, of course, to the 19, Teresa Weatherspoon, who was deservedly fired last year from her job as the Chicago Sky head coach because she destroyed their season by focusing on and catering to Angel Reese and her fraudulent double doubles. Teresa Weatherspoon. It's exciting. It's exciting to see five black women qualified to do the job we love. We know we belong. Players get to look over and see someone who looks like them. People may see black female coaches, but we're coaches who understand the game and can lead. All we want to do is grow the game. This is insane. Let's work through it. We know we belong. Then why do you keep talking about this aspect of it? Why do you keep saying we need more of these certain types of coaches? And by the way, if you say uh, people may see black female coaches, but we're coaches who understand the game and can lead. No, no, you have it 100% backwards. People don't see that. Well, they do now. That's the point. They didn't see that, but now it's all they see because of you, because you, people like you, keep talking about it. People like you keep saying, oh my God, not enough women coaches. Oh my God, not enough tan coaches. You never shut up about it. And then you talk about how you're qualified. You think you should get the job for things that aren't qualifications, but then you get upset when people question whether or not you're qualified because you got the job for another reason. Make it make sense. You can't. You can't, Teaspoon. That's the problem. You can't make it make sense. And now you get a whole lot of people who never paid attention to those things. Now they look and say, I wonder how and why they got the job. Didn't used to be that way. Believe it or not, it didn't used to be that way. She failed in the WNBA, as did Quinn. Instead of blaming it on race, blame it on doing a lousy job. You people are so blank exhausting. Seriously, please shut the blank forever about it. Someone who looks like them. What is this, elementary school? Yeah, I mean, that league is dead. Why is race all that matters, right? She says, oh, that's what other people see. We're qualified. No, you're the one that's making about that because you're saying that X number have to be that because players want someone who looks. Well, here's the thing. What about the other players on the roster? I mean, the league's not 100%. I'm just saying there are all sorts of different tan levels and other preferences, which is also a problem. See, this is where they don't want to think that they are very happy for this when it's what they want to see. But then when you dig down and you question it, then all of a sudden they want to move goalposts. And I think there was one more I wanted to read because this isn't just this. I wanted to move on to another one. Yeah, check their records. It's a good point. Players don't need someone who looks like them. They need someone who can coach 100%. Clearly, she couldn't as she was let go, but she can enjoy unrivaled while it lasts. Yes, because see, then we also have this. And shout out to Venom who says, so Sandy Brundello getting fired is nothing. Christy sides can continue. Please stop embarrassing us black people who genuinely enjoy hoops with your BS propaganda. You want the right job, be the right coach. I hate when race gets involved in sports 100%, and it is everywhere now. And of course, what he's responding to is Megan L. Hall from, of course, USA Today. A shift in the WNBA in 2022, 6 black head coaches. In 2026, 2-0 black women. There's been progress. 7 of 15 are women, including 2 of color. But for a league that's 60% plus black, does raise questions about why coaching hires don't better reflect that. Again, I loathe all of this. I loathe everything about this. I loathe people who talk like this. I loathe people who believe this. Sorry, Megan, but this is true because you're the problem here. You're the bad person. Look in the mirror. coaching hires should not better reflect the racial makeup of a league that is disgusting, that is vile, that is, guess what, Megan? Racist. You're the one with the R. It's not us. What it should be is the best coaches for the job, period. I don't care who it is. And the more you do this, the more upset people like I get, the more we disgusted we get with the league. And I don't want to watch any WNBA basketball this way. None. I supported more of it because of Caitlin Clark. I will watch Caitlin play. That's where I'm at right now. I will watch Caitlin play because the rest of them, y'all hate me. So why exactly would I be watching and supporting you? Does that make any sense at all? And how about this? And see, this is where you get them because if you were to have this conversation with Megan and she won't have it, she would move the goalpost because then my question is, wait, the league's 60+% black, but the population of the US, and then we have to get into the fact that they're not all American players, but let's just leave with the US for now since it's a US league, is 60+% white. So shouldn't we better reflect the population first? Right? Shouldn't most of the players be white and straight? And then we'll go from there. And then we'll break it all the way down. I mean, we probably need at least, I don't know, the foot. We probably can't get an entire player, but maybe we need like the foot of a Samoan. I don't know. Maybe we could attach that to somebody else. That's how absurd this is. But see, of course, if you bring up, well, what about the makeup of the players? Megan said, well, it's got to be the best players. It's got to be the best players. Well, then why doesn't it have to be the best coaches? Right? As I say, Atwood, I gave this one a like. I liked it. It started off with real simple question: Why does color and sex have to do with what does color and sex have to do with winning basketball games? 100%. And then, oh, friend, I probably need space time to answer that because you got to figure out what you can make up that doesn't sound absolutely delusionally stupid. I'll write at some point, but essentially it starts with legitimate opportunities and considerations for diverse candidates. No, no, it doesn't. I don't. Here's the thing. I'm going to lose 2,000 subscribers. I don't care about diversity. I care about meritocracy. Now, we can have arguments about how you get that and whether we have a setup that allows for that. Fair game. But that's what it should be, just like the players. You see, here's the thing. As a fan, I don't care about the makeup of the NBA. I care about the fact that I love basketball and I want to root for my Sixers and I want to watch the league. Same thing with the NFL. Same thing with the NHL, although it's flipped the other way. I don't care for on any of the leagues. I don't care. I don't even care when Major League Baseball had, I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's flipped now, right? I think there was not that long ago, there were a lot more Hispanics playing in MLB than there are now. I didn't care when it was high. I don't care when it was low. I just want to watch the best. That's it. I just want to watch the best. I know that makes me a crazy, terrible person. Um, Please FTF about this. Black, 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 black. It is. Yeah, it is exhausting. It's exhausting. Um, and then this person, we don't want to divide by race, but then she goes and makes it about sex and says all the head coaches should be women. Um, I'll let you know a little secret, actually. Most, not all. And I know people there's been like I get it, like the guy with the gymnastics team, what is it, the doctor or trainer, whatever, string them up. I'm all good with that. I mean, I like forget the Geneva Convention, do what you got to do. I'm 100% on board. So don't get it twisted in your head that I'm in any way talking about that type of thing. But most female athletes respond better to a male because there's a little more authority to that. And if you watch the WNBA, I'm not saying women can't have an authority, but I'm grown women, okay? With younger athletes, it may not matter, but you see it in the WNBA, right? The cesspool that it is. You saw with Chicago. Speaking of Teresa Weatherspoon, right? They did not respect her. It was a very messy team. The way she was and what she was doing with Angel Reese and all that, but I look to a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Yeah, see, this is what really, that's been flipped 100% in the other direction. 100%, I guess I should, 180, that's been flipped the other way. You know, maybe just hire the best coaches. I mean, it's just, you're longing as an OG for the W as a safe, nurturing space for black, female, and LG. They didn't finish it. I'm just, what is that? LGB, and they, oh man, this person's gonna get in trouble because I think there are other letters. That's why I never say it, because if you mess it up, oof. 11 of the 15 teams operating in 26 Florida are owned by NBA teams and their billionaire interests. They stand on business and winning, and that's what it should be. I mean, I don't know what the, but anyway, thank you for calling the, yeah, what? 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 Um, because black people tend to make better basketball players, but not necessarily better coaches. Now that is going to get crucified, I'm sure, if people find it. And it's interesting because, again, if you're going to be consistent, let's say that that is true, or let's not even make that race. Let's go back to like male female because they're making a big deal about that, right? Let's say that is true that men are better coaches, blacks tend to be better players. Now, if you're going to be consistent, you have to say, yeah, okay with one. So you have to be okay with whatever the coach is if you're okay with the makeup of the players and vice versa. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, man. I really do. The only representation the owners care about are winning and by who can position that team to a championship. Mediocrity is not for professional sports. 100%. 100%. So yeah, so this is the nonstop stuff that really I think hurts the WNBA because more and more people are getting sick of this because it's all the time about everything 24/7. And again, it's selective, which is what really, really pisses me off. Or I should say, a lot of people off, right? Like I just said, if we went to Megan and say, okay, let's do that. Let's do the breakdown with the coaches the way you want. Now let's also do it with the players. You think she's going to say, yeah, okay, great? Of course not. She's going to talk about we want the best players. Say, okay, great. Well, don't we want the best coaches? And then there'll be a reason about how the system's holding them down and all this other crap. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you checking out the video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Go have the day you deserve. I will talk to you later.